Happy Veda, day 13, August 13th, 2014, Wednesday. Today is a mixed day today. Definitely counting my blessings today for one particular thing that's standing forward, very forward in my mind, is that I'm very thankful and grateful to my mother. Because my mother and I have a soul connection at some point. It's kind of eerie, it's kind of creepy. We know when the other one is feeling stuff. She picked up on something, I guess, and knew that I needed a day at home alone. She just knew it. She called me up yesterday and she said, I'm gonna be taking those kids from you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't even know that I needed it yet, like the day to myself. And this morning she called me up and she was just like, I'm gonna be there an hour and a half and we might not come back right away. I was like, oh, okay. I had a really bad night last night. I've had a really bad couple of days for some reason. This video is gonna be a little bit about mental health. I don't talk about it too much on my channel because it's been drilled into my brain since I was in massage therapy school that I'm not allowed to be a therapist to people. I'm not allowed to be a psychotherapist to people. I try not to get too into it with emotions with people too much. I try not to get into it too much, but I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of my issue, just a little bit. This is not a confessional or anything like that. Most people have dealt with mental health issues in their lifetime. I personally have never been treated for depression, but I have been treated for anxiety and fear, okay? I am a high-strung person. Now listen, anxiety and depression, they almost battle each other. They almost counteract each other to a degree. It's really difficult to treat one without the other a little bit. I don't have irrational fears. I don't have a fear of like light bulbs or anything like that. But I do have a few fears that are a little bit paralyzing to me. And I had a trigger yesterday. I had two triggers yesterday. If you watched my video yesterday, you'll see that I did have a trigger with food. It was completely subconscious. It was subliminal. It happened. I ate something and it triggered, it triggered me to go on a little bit of a binge. Now, I had a couple of friends dear friends, that watched that video and said, you binged on chocolate-covered almonds? 3 handfuls of chocolate-covered almonds? That's not a binge. To me, that's a binge. My glucose levels and the goals that I have, and hello, kind of like being on the Medifast 5-in-1 is kind of like my job, you know? So when I go off of it, it's a little bit, it's unsettling to me. I had another trigger yesterday for a fear. And it haunted me all night long. And I say the word haunt, H-A-U-N-T. I was haunted for hours and hours last night. And it was, I'm not gonna get too into it, but it was a photo that I saw on someone's Facebook page that was very traumatic for me to see. It was not directed at me. It was a public image that she had found on some website or something like that. And it was a skin condition. And just now thinking about it, literally I have chills. My spine is vibrating. My spine is curling. I have not been able to get this image out of my head all day since 7 o'clock last night. It's awful. I was up in the middle of the night Googling. I mean, it was just, it's so bad. Now listen, skin used to be my job. We had a whole course in dermatology in massage therapy school because it's skin against skin. I have dealt with my own skin issues. Again, I'm getting chills just dealing with skin issues. I have issues about skin problems that come from bacteria and viral stuff, like herpes type stuff, shingles, open. So I gotta stop talking about it because I'm getting, I can't even, my skin is crawling right now. That's what the picture was. The picture, and I ended up using Snopes. God bless Snopes.com. Honestly, I have used Snopes.com so many times because you know what? Sometimes the internet sucks. The internet is so full of lies sometimes. But I do like to know what's true and what's not true, you know, sometimes. Anyway, finally went onto Snopes.com. Turned out that the picture was completely photoshopped. It was photoshopped with something that wasn't even a skin condition. I don't even understand why somebody would make this picture. And it didn't just touch me. It didn't just affect me. It affected other people, because it was enough for Snopes to put two pictures together, one picture of a person's skin and another picture of something that isn't even a skin condition, and put it together. I mean, it was amazing that Snopes did that. I almost want to like write Snopes an email and say thank you so much for, you know, setting my mind at ease. The fact of the matter is that they didn't set my mind at ease. My skin is still crawling. I'm still thinking about the stupid goddamn picture that isn't even a real picture. Why? So between the trigger of food yesterday and the picture of the skin thing that I saw today, I have a sneaky feeling that I'm going to get triggered again in the next 24 hours. And I have a feeling it's going to be with my worst phobia of all, which is large insects. I have a paralyzing phobia of large insects. Flies, ants, mosquitoes even don't really bother me too much. But roaches, water bugs, beetles, and large spiders paralyze me. Literally panic attacks, hyperventilating, peeing my pants, awfulness. Because a couple of my triggers happened in the past 48 hours, I have a feeling that these things come in three. So, do you have fears? And I'm not talking irrational fears. If you have irrational fears, you need to really speak to a therapist. And yes, I should probably be speaking to a therapist. But these things really don't affect me on a day-to-day basis. It just so happens that I got bombarded yesterday and then I got bombarded today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It could also be very hormonal. I am premenopausal. Hi, how are you? My name is Premenopausal. I'm 41 years old. I'm turning 42 in 3 weeks. Definitely have had a lot of hormone fluctuation, definitely driving my husband and my children absolutely insane. My patience is the size of a pencil eraser. I have zero patience these days. Now listen, I'm not depressed. I don't feel like I'm under any extra stress. I know that I'm waiting for my kids to go back to school, desperately waiting for my kids to go back to school. But, you know, financially we're okay. My relationship with my husband is fantastic, always kind of has been. I'm very, very blessed for that. My children are happy and healthy. My parents are happy and healthy, and they're going through a transition that's making them very happy. All three of my brothers are happy. My very best friend is having a baby soon. I just, for some reason, there's been a super moon or a full moon lately, and there's been meteor showers and things and, you know, tides and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if it's all related. I don't know. I'm just trying to breathe. Hey, my name is Andrea. I'm sorry that this Veda is a little bit more personal and maybe kind of boring and babbly for you. This is not something that happens to me very often. You guys know me enough. You've known me since March. You know me enough that I'm not really like a crazy person. And I hate to use the word crazy, but you know what I mean. All right, peace out. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, August 14th. I am also going to be putting out a Warmer Wednesday video today for Scentsy. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.